This Torah class is brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.
Mav Rabbi Sai, Agun Erev Shabbos, Agun Erev Yom Tov. Thanks everybody for joining. First, we have a very special guest today. We have a live audience, Rabbi Chaim Zeman, who's part of the tech team of the uploading of various venues. So we thank Rabbi Chaim for joining us all the way from Baltimore. Thank you, Rabbi Chaim. And as many of you know, we had a very successful campaign that is still going. We're in our bonus rounds. If you didn't have a chance yet, you could go to charity.com/MMH, Machon Magid Rakia, or you could go to our site and you could still be mishtatef in this initiative. We'd really appreciate it. So we have two short shiurim today, just so you have what to say on the parsha. The first one, we're back with Elevate Your Shabbos table. This week it's Elevate Your Yom Tov table. And an interesting observation of Rabbi Cheskel Abramsky. And if anybody wants to subscribe to these sheets, you could go to our site, rabbidg.com. You hit the subscribe button, you will get this to your inbox. Also, there's a repository of all the sheets for Chamisha Chumshei Torah. Rabbi Cheskel Abramsky observes that in the Chumash, the Yom Tov of Shavuos is called Yom HaBikurim. However, in the Mishnah, it's called Atzeres. So why in the Chumash is it not called Atzeres, and in the Mishnah it's called Atzeres? Says Rabbi Cheskel Abramsky, if you look on the Jewish calendar, there are two other times that are called Atzeres as well. Shemini Atzeres, the Chumash calls Atzeres, and the seventh day of Pesach, surprisingly, the Chumash calls Atzeres as well. Says Agon Rabbi Cheskel Abramsky, the word Atzeres literally means Atzur, withheld from doing malacha, prevented from doing malacha. Therefore, when a day has no Yom Tov, no mitzvahs, and there's no distinguishing feature other than the fact that you don't do malacha, therefore it's called Atzeres. So let's say the first day of Pesach, you have mitzvahs, matzah, haggadah, marar, so it's called Pesach, it has a real name. The seventh day, there are no mitzvahs, so it's called Atzeres, meaning the only thing about it that's Yom Tov is the fact that it's Atzeres, that you don't do malacha. Likewise, Shmini Atzeres, there's no malacha, there's no mitzvah, there's no sukkah, there's no daled minim. So why is it a Yom Tov? Because it's Atzeres. Because you don't do malacha. Bizman Shebeis HaMikdash Kayam, Shavuos had a real name, Yom HaBikurim. Why? Because you brought Shtei Halechem. It was a time for Bikurim. However, and therefore the name Atzeres is not appropriate and it's not used in the Chumash. However, when the Beis Hamikdash was destroyed, in the times of the Mishnah, there are no more mitzvahs. There's no more mitzvahs. What are we going to call it? That's why in the time of the Mishnah, the Yom Tov of Shavuos is called the Yom Tov of Atzeres. Okay, so that's from Elevate Your Yom Tov table. If you want to get this, you could go to our site and just download it or subscribe, and it's yours.
You've just experienced another Torah class brought to you by TorahAnytime.com.